They were of their time, but I think they were also apart from their time. And maybe four people like that won't ever come together again. That's entirely possible.
I was born at the right time, as far as I was concerned, because they were magic.
They reinvented themselves and us.
Everything they did was so different from what they did before, and I think that's what makes your longevity.
They raised the standards for everybody because they're miracles, those songs.
They were the first to write, perform, produce, do their own music.
Beatles forced us to write songs.
It's getting better all the time. They made rock art.
Sgt. Pepper was a devastating record to listen to.
If they dressed a certain way, everybody wanted to be like that.
When the Beatles got long hair, I got long hair. The fact that my mother didn't like it was an enormous part of its appeal.
It started a revolution in America, and this sort of I don't care look is still very cool today.
If you ask, what's your favorite all-time band? It's the Beatles. Of 18-year-olds, of 20-year-olds.
That was amazing. They were pop music.
Anger is very much part of what rock and roll is. You know, aggression, youth, energy.
The Beatles showed us how to be young.
I have in my studio a big autographed picture of all the Beatles and a gold record. It keeps me inspired.
And their power still influences today's generation.
If people know it or not, they've all been influenced by the Beatles, you know, in our generation, because we've grown up having that be a normal part of our culture.
Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away.
They even entered our dreams.
Now it looks as though
when you put on a Beatles record, you can close your eyes and go somewhere else.
And yesterday,
now that is a lyric, you know. When I was 13, I was like, yeah.
They created a sense of, come and join the party.
I think the music of the Beatles had a phenomenal effect upon the whole world.
The Beatles were in an ideal place to sort of see into the future. I mean, for them, the world was already a global village.
The time shaped the Beatles, and the Beatles shaped their time.
The Beatles offered an option of peace and love in their music, which people needed at the time.
The Beatles bringing issues to people's awareness changed the meaning of celebrity forever.
It's both wonderful to be famous and become a moving target.
Tonight, an American television event.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night.
It's the music. It's the bottom line. If the music wasn't good, we wouldn't be sitting here talking about him right now.
All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to rise. Blackbird, fly into the light of a dark black night.
Here we are, Times Square, and it's the 21st century. So why are we talking about a rock group from England who broke up 30 years ago? What on earth do they have to do with who we are now? Good evening, I'm Meredith Vieira. The best-selling book in America is The Beatles Anthology. Their movie, A Hard Day's Night, is coming back to theaters, and advance orders for their new album are in the millions. They remain the best-selling recording act of all time. We fall in love to the Beatles, sing their songs to our kids, and listen to them in times of joy and times of loss. Who'd have believed in 1964 that they'd still be affecting our lives in the 21st century? The Beatles' revolution is a story with lots of surprising twists and turns. To help tell it, we've assembled a supporting cast of some of the biggest names in music, the arts, politics, and entertainment. And we've got the greatest soundtrack you're ever going to hear.
That you want, if there's anything